Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, it's the Road to 200 series in jersey 199. And this particular jersey is of a team that started life in the NHL in 1967 when we had the NHL expansion era from 6 to 12 teams. And basically, this jersey is an Adidas one, and it's a home jersey. And for this team, I only have 2 jerseys and 1 hat. Soon to be 3 jerseys, 2 hats. The second hat is coming soon, which you should see on my Instagram. But this particular jersey has come all the way from Montana, USA, from Full Moon Jerseys on eBay. Now, Full Moon Jerseys, I've bought for them several times in the past because they had, obviously, jerseys that were basically for players that basically have left that particular franchise, or that particular jersey's changed so much that these jerseys are basically not worth as much. But obviously, for people who are jersey collectors like myself, they're going to be buying these jerseys, obviously, to sell to us because we don't want to buy the latest jersey, even though Adidas is not producing jerseys after the end of this playoff series because their contract has ended and Fanatics will be taking over. But the only good news I can say about Fanatics, recently they announced, and plus then it was leaked, that the proper authentic jerseys that basically the players use are going to be available for sale for $420. Now, I'm not sponsored by Fanatics or anything like that. I'm not sponsored by any company whatsoever. So any company I mentioned on here as a disclaimer basically is just off my own volition, basically a free shout out. But Fanatics, they can do one really, to be honest, at the moment. But anyway, so this jersey is a home jersey. Now, the player on this jersey has played for several franchises across the NHL. He's older than me, and is an enforcer. And he has played for this team on this jersey. He's even played for the New York Rangers and the Minnesota Wild as well. Currently plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are still alive in the playoffs at the moment. Could force it to Game 7. We'll see against the Bruins, the Boston Bruins, or as I like to call them, the Boston Biscuits. Shout out Joey Donuts. Ooh. Now that's an iconic jersey in itself, even though there's been several versions. So it's got a name and number on it of this player. He's an enforcer, so you might know if... There we go. The Pittsburgh Penguins. Yep, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And you can see, as I said, it's a number, but it is not Jake Gensel, because he's not an enforcer. I would have liked to get a jersey for him, but it's Ryan Reeves. Also, another team I just remembered he played for was the Vegas Golden Knights, or as I call them, the Vegas Golden Nuggets, even though they are the current Stanley Cup champions, and they still are in the playoff series as well, but they're playing the Dallas Stars, who I think will be joining the New York Rangers in the Stanley Cup finals. But again, we don't always get what we want. So the Pittsburgh Penguins, of course, had this particular colours and design back in the 1990s when they've won their first 2 Stanley Cups with Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. Of those 2 players, only Jaromir Jagr is still playing in his 50s, would you believe, in his native Czech Republic, or Czechia, whatever you call it. But Ryan Reeves is playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs at the moment, and obviously his contract will end at the end of the playoffs, regardless of wherever the Maple Leafs end up, or as I call them, the Maple Losers, because they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. That was the year the NHL obviously expanded from 6 to 12 teams. But when the Maple Leafs actually won the Stanley Cup, they still only had 6 teams in the NHL. And their so-called original 6, which of course includes the Maple Leafs themselves, the New York Rangers, the Boston Bruins, the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Montreal Canadiens. Have I forgotten one? Probably. Detroit Red Wings, there we go. So there you go. So, Pittsburgh Penguins home Adidas jersey. It's the Climate one, not the Prime Green, because Ryan Reeves did not play in the Prime Green when he was at the Pittsburgh. So yeah, an iconic home jersey that I didn't have in my collection. I have the away version, funny enough, in a Climate Life or an Air already. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's in my closet behind where you're viewing me, actually from behind my cell phone. So yeah, so home jersey in itself. So jersey 200. Now, obviously there are people who have voted a few months ago to think what jersey I'm going to get from which team. And most of you have voted the Columbus Blue Jackets. Funny enough, it is that team. But the thing is, which player do you think it could be? Could it be anyone in history from the Columbus Blue Jackets? Could it be a certain rookie that came out this year but unfortunately is injured? Or it could be someone else. And which season do you think it is, and which jersey exactly? Have a guess. The next jersey is going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets. But whose jersey will it be? So take your guesses, put it down in the comments for me. And if you're right, I may do something a bit different with jersey 201. But that's when that happens. But we'll see. So guys, wherever you are in the world, and obviously thank you for the birthday wishes from yesterday for people who follow me on Instagram. I've turned 34 recently. I would normally have done a birthday video, but because I was a bit busy moving about most of the day yesterday, I didn't have much chance. And anything that I posted on my Instagram that I have for my birthday is there. So thank you very much. And weather reports, as I always do at the end of the videos, in England, it was damp. Oh, it was cloudy yesterday, but not really damp until about 7 o'clock. And today, it's been damp all morning and cloudy and miserable. But what can I do? I live in England. I wish I lived somewhere else. Portugal, for example. So I can do what I like. Anyway, I bid you farewell, guys, and hopefully the Rangers will win the Stanley Cup. If they don't, why do I bother supporting them? It's because I love the jerseys and the people and the fan base. I'll see you guys another day.